Already been cut?
I don't know if he's been neutered.
You don't look like
Yeah,
it.
he's been neutered.
You got a tattoo already?
Yep. So what do you see? You want to talk to the video?
You ready? All right, guys. So this is JB and Liz, Carolina Pit Bull Farm, Black Dragon Kennels. We're out here at GCAC. This is
Sonic.
Sonic. That's what
Sonic
they
the
call this
Bulldog.
dude. Sonic the Bulldog. And Sonic is he seems like a young dog, maybe about a year old, about 60 pounds, I'd say. 55, 60-pound bulldog. Nice conformation on him. Good build on this dog. Pretty good feet on him. He's recovering right now from a respiratory infection. So
And a hematoma following his neuter.
he busted his ear open or something.
I think it's a neuter.
Lizzie said it might be due to the neuter. Anyway, he's had a hematoma, so he's kind of on the injured reserves list. But he had an incident here, and there you go. Woo, woo, woo. And they asked us to come out and evaluate him to see what his personality was really like, because they didn't think that the incident was indicative. Oh, nice. It was indicative of who he really was as a puppy or as a bulldog. So that's what we're out here doing. I'm gonna tell you what I see in him. Dog's got a lot of prey drive. He's very active. He's sick right now, so I can imagine what he would be doing if he felt better. He is, the first time seeing a flirt pole, man, he's on it.
Who's the boy?
Played tug with him. We took his was it, is it Victorian collar or Elizabethan collar? What do they call that collar?
Yeah, he's an e-collar. Elizabethan collar.
It's Elizabethan collar. But it's the collar they put on dogs so they don't mess with their stitches after they've had surgery. And so we took it off of him so he could play a little bit. And he's having a good time. He's cheating at this game though. He keeps pawing with his feet. He's a young dog. You hear his breath is kind of raspy. Oh, almost got you. His breath is kind of raspy from the respiratory infection. Oh, gotcha. But they were saying that he was playing with one of the techs, and he got so amped up and so geeked up that he directed in on her, and his play went from rough to kind of out of control there a little bit. And I'm trying to see if I can trigger that and duplicate it, but I'm not seeing it. He loves the game. He likes this game very much so. See how he's digging in and coming in hard and fast. So he really likes. He's got a lot of prey drive.
Hey, Sonic. Come here, baby.
But what I'm not seeing is I'm not seeing him spaz out. He's not like if he was really. If his prey drive was so high that it kind of made him short circuit, I would think we'd be seeing it right now. But I'm not seeing that. And we've tried
Put
to
the
trigger
tug in
it.
his mouth. Let me see if I can pet him.
We're trying to check him, see if he's resource guarding. There you go.
Good. Okay. Good boy. Come here. Come this way. Yeah.
I'm not seeing him a lot of resource guarding. A real nasty resource guarding dog would have let go of the tug and bit me for touching him while he was on the toy. He don't really seem to care. He's just playing.
I'm not sure the exact circumstances of the bite. We know there was, I think there may have been a toy involved. There were pictures and videos being taken.
There was a lot going on.
Not sure.
They said he was contained in a kennel, in a crate, and there was a lot of people around. Kids were sitting there reading to him and kind of interacting with him, but he was trapped in the crate, and he was just in there. And the technician that pulled him out, she said I could tell he was geeked up, so she could already see he was already hyped. She took him out. She tried to calm him down. She brought a toy out, brought a toy into the equation, started playing with him, and somehow he redirected off the toy and onto her jacket, and kind of grabbed her, I guess, around the bra area or something like that. And then he kind of grabbed her around the sleeve area. But evidently she spent 3 or 4 minutes with him being kind of crazy. is what she said. I don't know. I'm lacking information here, and I'm trying to replicate this with this dog, and I'm not seeing it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. As a matter of fact, I'm sure the young lady is telling the truth. I just don't know what she did to trigger it.
And she did say, that employee did say that she doesn't think he's a bad dog. She thinks it's a training issue.
Right.
And she doesn't want him to be euthanized because of it, but she doesn't want it to be downplayed either.
Right. We definitely don't want to downplay it. I think what it is I think what they got here is a high drive bulldog with a lot of prey drive. Very playful. It hasn't had many boundaries put on him or any controls put on him yet. And I think that's where the problem is, that he gets geeked up. He doesn't have maybe an off switch when he's playing. He might not have a good off switch or a good, hey, you're being too rough, you're playing too rough. And he doesn't know when to calm it down or to take it down a couple of notches when he's playing with somebody. Which wouldn't be hard to teach him if you found the right trainer. Good boy, yeah. You see? I don't think it would be very hard to teach him at all, considering he ain't tagged me yet, and I'm all in his business right now. I'm really almost trying to initiate a bite, and he doesn't seem to really be interested in biting me.
What are you doing?
Which I find really kind of odd, because I'm really trying to get him amped up, playing with the flirt pole. You see, we have him back tied for safety's sake, but I brought the flirt pole out. He really took to that. For a dog that's never seen a flirt pole before, he immediately understood what he was supposed to do with it, or as the cool kids say, he understood the assignment. I hate that statement. But he,
you made it.
Yet I made it, yes. But he definitely knew what the flirt pole was for. Took right up with it. Immediately started chasing it, engaging it, played with me. And he's also doing good with the tug, engaging here. For a young dog, this is very quick progression. So he's got a lot of prey drive. He's got a lot of qualities I would look for in a working puppy. Seems pretty confident. Like I said, great conformation, good drives.
What you got? You got a toy?
Probably might be a little bit too much bulldog for people who are uncomfortable with a drivey dog. But I think if you like drivey dogs, I think you're a perfectly good dog.
What do you think? What's a drivey dog good for?
What's drivey dogs good for? Sports. If you want to do something like fly ball, you want to do something like dock diving, you want to do something like lure coursing, a good high prey drive dog is great for all those sports. The Schutzen sport, German Schutzen, with the tracking and the obedience, good high prey drive dog will do that sport. The bulldogs excel at that sport when you introduce it to them right.
And a non-dog sport home, what kind of home would he be good in?
If I was an outdoorsy type of guy, especially, or if I owned like a farm or something like that, and I had a problem with maybe predators like coyotes, raccoons, possums getting in my chickens. Now, the chickens probably in danger too. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you wanted a dog that's definitely gonna engage, if you've got predatory animals coming around your livestock, or if you're a homesteader and you got chickens or maybe meat rabbits or something like that, and you're worried about coyotes or something encroaching on your property, I'd be willing to bet money this dude would do a heck of a job running those kind of predatory pests off your property. I think he would probably do a really good job, especially stuff like raccoons and possums. I think he'd be all over that.
He'd probably be a great hiking and biking companion.
Definitely that. If you're a runner, I think this dog would be right up your alley, because he's got tons of energy. So if you're outdoorsy, busy type of person, I think if you like Liz said, hiking, I think you'd be all about it. I think if you're into water sports like surfing or going out to the lake, he'd probably be all about that. You know, taking him swimming, things like that. He'd probably love all that stuff. So I would think, don't know what his demeanor is with other dogs. Nobody really told me, and I haven't seen him around other dogs to really get a good feed off that. So if you got another dog, I would definitely say female. I would not try to bring him into a home with another male dog. I just have a feeling as a bulldog that probably would not go over good. So I would definitely introduce him to, and I would introduce them on neutral ground. Bring the dog up here and introduce him to it. If you're interested in adopting Sonic, bring your dog up here and let him meet him on neutral ground, on some neutral territory. Good boy. Oh, you missed. Oh, there it is.
Safe to say you like him.
Yeah, I do like him. I think if I wanted to get into some sort of sporty type activity with a dog, and I was on a budget and could not afford a dog that was really well bred, or could not afford a dog from a breeder that I knew was doing the kind of sport I wanted to participate in, and I wanted to kill two birds with one stone by saving the life of an animal, I would pick this dog up. I would definitely be willing to take him if I was an active type of person, just looking for a good bulldog to learn to train with, especially if you're a budding dog trainer. This guy would be a handful, but I don't think he would overtest a new trainer's capabilities. If you got a decent amount of dog intellect, I think you could pick this dog up and make him into a really nice companion animal, and a really well-trained animal. You can put a little time into him. Because he got tons of drive. I bet your money got crazy ball drive if I was a betting man. I don't have a tennis ball here to check him, but I bet he's got tons of ball drive. I need to keep me a ball in my go bag. Oh, anyway, Lizzie said I got to wrap it up because she said I'm getting long-winded. So if you're interested in this dog, he's available, I think, through foster.
Rescue only.
Oh, he's rescue only? Okay.
So.
Lizzie's telling me he's rescue only. Yeah,
I could be wrong. If not, I'll correct it.
But if there's a rescue interested in him, call up here to GCAC. You can go ahead and pull him. Have a sensible foster on standby, just ready to go. He's a handful of dog. I don't think he's certainly not one of the toughest dogs we've ever tested here.
He's not a man eater.
He's not a man eater, and I don't think he's one of the craziest high drive dogs we've ever tested here. We've definitely tested worse. And he's young. I think he's younger than initial suppositions were. I think he's just a puppy, maybe a year old. Yeah, there you go. And I'm gonna take this toy away from him because he's all about it. But
come here, baby.
If you're a rescue interested in pulling side, by all means, call GCAC. Because I think this is basically what you're seeing is what you get. You know, nice solid little animal. Just want somebody to love him. Gets over this damn chest cold he's got or whatever. He's probably good to go. But that's it. It's me and Liz, Black Dragon Kennels and Carolina Pitbull Farm. Hanging out at Greenville Animal Care again. You know where we're at. We love y'all. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Talk to you later. Come here. Good boy. That's what it is. You're rude. And you mouthy. Probably done made somebody nervous up in here. Exactly what happened. Come on.